Hey, this question is from Beth in Miami, Florida. And here's what she said. She says, I feel good when I eat animal proteins and meat, but I was told that my body or my bloodstream should be alkaline. All right, Beth. Boy, I've been arguing this with these alkaline is good, acid is bad, pseudoscientific, psycho-babbling people for a really long time. All right. Now, before I get all kinds of hate mail because of this, I want to say this. The more vegetables that are alkalizing that you eat, the better it is for you. It's a great idea to do that. But to say that vegetables and alkaline foods are good, and to say that the quote-unquote acids that are in animal proteins are the cause of all manner of disease is totally and completely ridiculous. All right, this is a bandwagon type of response from people who don't do their homework and they don't understand your body's pH. All right, pH balancing, in other words, acid and alkaline. What happens is when you have a stimulation of the parasympathetic response in the body, the sympathetic system will kick in to balance it out, and vice versa. All right, let me give you an example of how this works. If I ask you to go outside right now and run a 100-yard dash as fast as you can, all right, you would be activating your sympathetic system, but also you'd be activating your pH system as well, because if you run a 100-yard sprint, you're going to produce tremendous amounts of acids in your system. Okay? That's one example. Another example is this. I used to work as a paramedic down in an area in San Diego that was near San Diego State University, and quite often we'd get called to the university for young people. Most of the time it was girls who had just broke up with their boyfriend, and they were experiencing this terrible circumstance and situation where their body was tingling all over and their muscles in their hands were cramping up and they just felt like they were going to die, and everybody thought it was just this incredibly terrible emergency. All right, many of you are watching kind of shaking your head going, I know what this is. All right, it's called hyperventilation syndrome. Okay, now what is hyperventilation syndrome? It is the opposite of doing a 100-yard sprint. 100-yard sprint, you create a lot of acids in your body. Hyperventilation, you're creating hyperalkalosis. You're too much alkaline in your system. Why do they give them the bag to rebreathe their carbon dioxide, right? That's the reason. You're rebreathing the acid to calm down the alkaline. So there's no such thing as acid is bad and alkaline is good. There is only a homeostatic control system that balances each other out. All right, now, you could stuff your face 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with meat and animal protein, and that would probably not equal the amount of acid that you could generate in your body with 15 minutes of strenuous exercise. All right? Your metabolism has an unbelievable capacity to handle acids in your body. You are an acid generating machine. Okay? Now, here's another little fact that most people don't know. Complex carbohydrate metabolism called carbonic acid, that's in your bloodstream more, 45% more of that gets generated than if you ate meat. All right, now, I want you to imagine that there are certain people that have genetics that could predetermine them to where they might not be able to eat as much acids as other people. I got that. But there are also a whole lot of people out there that should be extinct and dead right now because, like, for example, Eskimos. All they eat is blubber and meat and fat. Why are they still alive, and why are they some of the healthiest people on earth? And I got another question for you. Why do traditional Eskimos have some of the lowest heart disease rates on earth? What about Texans, for God's sakes? The people in Texas, they all should be dead. They eat so much meat there, right? Okay, so Beth, listen. Too much alkaline is just as bad as too much acid, all right? In order to be healthy, you need balanced homeostatic control systems, okay? Now, eat more vegetables with their alkaline elements because it is great for you. Balance it out with animal proteins because that's what's going to keep you healthy.